reason I can't be schemed.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line. Great.
On first down, it's Newton. Flushed out right. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. What happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Newton. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And an alley to run. He's got it first down past the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Set 18, Gator. Five. Check, 59.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
56. Coming this way. 20. Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Here we go. Now, Katie. Check 56. Check the out. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 8. He's not going to get me. Mike, 10.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Flush to his right. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Check back. Deep grip.
On 2nd and 12, McSorley. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mike 5'9".
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Going deep for Hopkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. 6-0 our score after 1. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 16, Newton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Newton. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game. Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Down. 60 or. Hey, team six. Get ready.
Looking to throw again on second down. McSorley. He's going to look deep in zone for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's McSorley to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Ingram. And an alley to run. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mark Ingram. His third touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to throw on first and 10. Here's McSorley. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
McSorley, 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now Newton. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out of the shotgun, McSorley to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Nassib, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go,
The Charger drive about to get going. He finds Hopkins complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
3 down. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Ready.
Throwing is McSorley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. After the sack on first down, McSorley flush to his right. And that is incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. McSorley from the shotgun, going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
I'm coming.
On 2nd and 9, Newton Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards.
New England on third down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
57 to Mike.
Newton now to throw. Come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Chargers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, wahoo! Check who draw Porter.
Now McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the return, Jackson. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready, 8. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He was brought down by
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now Newton on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
56.
To throw again. Newton. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now Newton. Oh, he's going to go, and this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A.J. Green, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Patriots have retaken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now it's Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling a chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now he'll escape to his right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Come on. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Defense.
Throwing again on second down. McSorley, he's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ingram. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Jimmy Graham. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, here's McSorley. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Complete to Todd Gurley. A gain of 12. First down, Chargers.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, I-7.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Patriots, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.